Good morning, world. Um, Here in Ireland, it is the 5th of February. Am I saying that right? It's the 5th of February, 10 o'clock in the morning. So wherever you are in the world, it might not be morning, but I hope you're well. And this is my second installment of channeled videos. I've made a commitment to do a video every day for the foreseeable future, as a part of my commitment to growth and expansion, but also as a part of my commitment to the collective growth and expansion. And yeah, what that means for us all, I guess, is that we're at a threshold in the human journey where it's time now for anyone who has a gift to offer or something to share, who is embodying a tool that is beneficial for mankind, anything from the heart, anything from an embodied nature which supports us all to take a moment to reflect, to be aware, to be still with ourselves, to be conscious, and to allow us to fully embrace that which is our journey and that which is our destiny. So I'm not sure what's coming through today. I'm going to take a few seconds just to allow energies to arise. Feeling deep into my cells, trusting that whatever needs to come will come. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to shuffle this deck of cards because I feel like there's going to be some support here with the cards. So I can feel my guides arriving, and I feel that they are the guides that are my closest spiritual kin. I am Metatron. I am Kuthumi. I am Lady Nada. I am Kwon. I am Yeshua. I am Mary Magdalene. We are here, dear ones, with so much celebration. We are here with so much relief that finally Maeve has chosen to allow us to speak more publicly. This is the time. Now is the time. We are all here together to ensure that Mother Earth experiences the most beautiful, expansive, and enduring transformation. Now is not a time to be concerned, but simply to be aware, to be conscious, to be present. All that is changing has already changed. All that is becoming has already become. There is this idea in the human existence that you are in control, that you have bearings over all that is occurring, and that somehow the small mind, which we refer to not in its necessary, in its smallness, but the small mind in the sense that it is not the higher mind, the higher consciousness, The small mind is born of the persona. It's born of all that is unhealed within self, all that is still struggling to understand its expansiveness. And the small mind is often in a state of panic or distress or disease or discomfort, and it needs to create safety. In each moment, there is a capacity for the small mind to allow itself to settle and see or feel or allow for the bigger picture. But it is not always possible for the human to do this, to allow this to be set aside. It is one of the greatest struggles of the human existence. The small mind creates safety, the idea of safety. It creates mechanisms within which we operate that feel more steady for us at the time. However, they are limiting. They are limiting structures, limiting beliefs, limiting, they are limiting hurdles to the path of life. And so, although at the time we may feel with these boundaries that we are safer, that we have kept ourselves from feeling hurt or feeling difficulty or feeling misaligned or feeling hurt by others. However, we have also created our own, prison is a strong word, but our own barriers to that which we crave the most. And that is love, and that is comfort, and that is allowance of the fullness of self. But these barriers actually prevent us from giving and receiving fluidly, from being fully accepted by the world as we do not accept ourselves in our fullness. And they prevent our absolute comfort, because there is a sense that we must be something other than what we are in each given moment. We wear the masks, we wear the faces that we need to wear to create that safety for ourselves. We act, we behave in the way that we feel we need to behave in each given circumstances to create safety for ourselves. And so the small mind is constantly creating new stories. We could say that there is an inauthenticity, but however, that would not be so straightforward, and sometimes it is very hard to find the right words to explain that which is, but it is not so inauthentic because it is your persona, it is your truth, and at each moment you are living in a state of perfection. You are living in the story of that which you came to live. And this is what we say when we describe how humans often believe, and many of us have been humans, so we understand, often believe that they are in control, that they have somehow defined their lives in a way that keeps them safe. However, you have come here with a very specific contract. You have come here with a plan. And although you might have a realm within this plan where you can, what shall we say, meander a little, make certain choices, there is still a framework, there is still a template, there is a sort of, if you imagine a pinball machine, there is an area with which you can bounce in and around, but really it is quite a structure. There are certain lessons that you have come here to learn. There are certain things which you have chosen to endure or overcome or experience. There are certain relationships that you have chosen to allow yourself to experience and to blend energies with these souls. We have come here with specific contracts. How we alter those contracts is specific to us. And shall we say, there are some who feel that we can alter them dramatically, but from our perspective and from the universal laws of things, there is not so much you can do to alter your experience. It really is within the realm of that which you have come to do, to experience. And even if you choose to leave, even if this is a choice that you make, there will be an allowance for this to occur or not. We have more control over your experience than you believe. And this is not, for us, control is a word that does not really align with how we experience this expression of reality. It is, control for us is sharing, aligning with, understanding, supporting, and sometimes stepping in when we have the right to step in to support change. We are digressing a little. What we wish to say today is that this is a time when humanity is beginning to feel the absolute change of self in terms of becoming aware of the small mind, becoming aware of that which is limiting, becoming aware of that which is control, but not really control, of that which is actually impeding the process of growth, of expansion, and beauty, of all the things that we pray for, of all the things we hope for and wish for, of all the love that we would like to receive as well as give. We are hoping for flow, and yet at the same time we are impeding it. With one hand we are opening our hand out to receive, and with the other hand we do not know how to give. So there is a need to understand that the circle of life is not just an experience that is here on earth. It is universal. It is an energy flow. It is a principle of life. And it flows through us, through Mother Earth, out into the stars, out into the universal, into the potential of all that is, into source energy. And it flows back through our crown and through our body. And we are in a constant state of flow. Unless, of course, we plant something in the way of this flow where it has to somehow meander around or push through it. It is a typical and important part of the human journey that we create stagnancy, that we arrive into this life with stagnancy, that we understand that the cultural conditioning of most cultures on earth creates stagnancy. And so this is a time of true awareness. It is not really a choice. The change in Mother Earth's frequency means that every creature on earth will be aligning with her. And this change in frequency means that all that is unseen, unhealed, all that is stagnant, all that is preventing humanity from feeling fluid, from being aligned with one another and Mother Earth, is beginning to arise to the surface. And not just in the personal experience, but in the collective experience, which is why you are seeing throughout the world so much intensity, so much chaos, so much difficulty, whether it is a war, whether it's politics, whether it is a natural occurrence, Mother Earth stirring, changing her natural status through instability, moving and shifting, creating earthquakes, creating fires, creating storms. Whatever it is that is occurring now, it is the same. It is mirroring the exact same journey as that which is happening within the personal self, within the individualized self. We are one, and we are individualized simply through the act of embodying a persona. And now that persona is really, really for the first time in human existence, beginning to see itself in fullness. Ooh. We've asked Maeve to open her eyes so that we can look into the screen as we speak to you. She finds it harder to channel this way, but as we have said to her, she is learning. This is her practice. We wish for you to understand that this is not a time to be afraid. This is a time to be embodied. This is a time to remember that everything you need resides within you. That you are, as a race of humans, walking one another home. There is support around you. There are others who are experiencing the same frequency shift. There are others who are ready to support because they have already gone through many, many layers of this journey of, what would we say, perhaps purging, releasing, understanding, processing, the inner child, the stories of self. And often, humans have come here to experience their past life karmic trauma experiences, that which has remained unresolved within the soul's template, and have chosen to come to experience some of that template. Now, this will be very carefully aligned within the template of this lifetime, and it is sort of layered upon each other, almost like a tapestry of light, so that when we experience something in this lifetime, it's like a thread that we can pull, and this will pull at the tapestry that is woven for this lifetime from our soul's template into this template, and we are able to experience that which is linked together, and we are able to understand why it is linked together. There is a sacred and very special, important, and hard to explain alignment, of a very detailed alignment, which is synchronistic and contains the same vibrational value. And that is why sometimes when we are experiencing something difficult in this lifetime, we seem to dredge up from the depths of ourselves, because there is more. There is more than just the pain of the inner child. There is the pain of something else, something that links us intrinsically with stories that we see in the world that perhaps we haven't experienced in this lifetime, but we know, we understand the pain, we understand the challenges, we understand the suffering, we understand somewhere within ourselves that it is our own experience to embody. And so this is the journey of trusting the self that goes beyond what we can see, feel, touch, smell, taste, what we can talk about with our friends, what we can acknowledge within the shallow realms of our daily life. This is the journey of trusting the deeper experience of self, that which flows in each moment, that which arises within us, whether it's comfortable or uncomfortable, whether it is a strong energy or a weaker energy, whether it is something that is very tangible or whether it is something that is sometimes hard to connect with, maybe even an emptiness or an impasse somewhere in the body that is quite numb. All of these are points of access into the deeper self, the realms of understanding. This is where the alchemy begins, and this is where it flourishes. This is where the flowers of our garden begin to grow. We are now planting seeds for that garden. This is the time of planting, and this is why we have asked Maeve to now go publicly with her channeling, because this is the time There is no more time to wait. Allow yourself, even in the smallest capacities, to set an intention to plant your seeds. It can be as simple as acknowledging that you would like to. And beyond this, whether it's ritual, ceremony, or simple words, allowing yourself to step into that truth slowly or quickly, and trusting that your body will respond, trusting that your body knows what to do next, and that the universe, your guides, your angels, they will step in. My apologies. That's my son coming in the door. So just to allow myself to continue on, dropping back into the energy. The fullness of the inner child, the inner self, the unhealed, the fullness of all that is within the body can be experienced and expressed naturally. It was something that we did with ease before Western civilization really stepped beyond the community experience, the indigenous experience of being deeply connected to land, to mountains, to rivers, to waterways, to the rise and fall of the sun and the patterns of the moon, to the skies, to the stars. These are all intrinsic to our nature and to our body's rhythms. And once we allow ourselves to remember how to find simple ways to connect in, to see that which is around us, to feel that which is around us, to feel and understand how these rhythms are connected to us, then we begin to return to that language of the body, of the soul, and of the inner self. The inner child is waiting in each moment. The inner self is waiting with each moment to be witnessed, to be recognized. And now is the time. We encourage you to make a change, if you have not yet, to make a change in how you appreciate and acknowledge yourself. Whether it is to wake in the morning and recognize that the sun is in the sky, place your feet on the ground, in the grass, with no shoes or socks on, bare feet. Allow yourself to feel the gentle rhythm of the heartbeat of Mother Earth. Even looking at a tree with intention, the understanding that that tree is much more than just a plant. It is an expression of source, of life force, and it is a wise, indigenous, and beautiful guide for us. Trees hold the energy of the story of Earth. They hold the energy of our becoming. They hold the energy and the truth of how to embody the fullness of all that is. Trees remind us of our nature. All of nature does. And so it is very simple. There are so many avenues that we can find to return to ourselves. We are with you always. We are with you always. We are with you always. Allow yourselves to open up to our presence. We have embodied as humans, and we do embody as humans. Even now, there are many archangels who are embodied. There are many ascended masters who have embodied again. For this time, it is such an important time. Those who are embodied, they may not even understand yet fully. They might know there's something different about them. They might feel a deep spiritual connection, but they might not even realize that there is a fractal of our energy within them, supporting them to do wondrous, often difficult and great things for humanity. So this is a time of powerful energetic shifts and changes. It is a time of powerful energetic alignments. There are people on this planet who are doing incredible work within themselves in order to support the journey of ascension. This is the journey of Jesus, Yeshua, Jesus of Nazareth. I am Yeshua. My journey is embodied by every soul on earth. And there are those who are really understanding the depths and the value of it. And it is important at this time to recognize that there is much more to life than schedules, than the price of houses, than the type of clothes that we wear, than the holidays and the constant striving for success and the constant striving for the next fun, adventurous thing to do. And I am not saying that fun and adventure is not an important part of this human journey, but there is a consistency to that which is striven for. There is a misunderstanding as to what is actually required here. What is required is balance, and the world is imbalanced, and people's lives are imbalanced. There is a joy to sharing, there is a joy to community, and there is a joy to experiencing the fullness of life. But there are many who suffer, and there are many in communities who suffer. And within this journey of striving to create something, striving to be more, striving to be safer, striving to have more success, there are so many who are left in the dark, left in the shadows, who are rejected, who are misunderstood, and who are pushed aside because they are uncomfortable for others who are not attuned to their vibrational needs. Now is a time for everyone to understand that there will no longer be room for the same kind of striving, for the same kind of successful endeavors. Everything is about to change, and everything is changing. Seeds of great compassion and understanding are now being planted, and this garden will grow. And it will either grow in a way that is open, fluid. It may be difficult, but there is a capacity here for it to be natural and understood. Or it may happen in a way which causes great disruption to those who are very resistant, to those who wish to maintain control, to those who wish to maintain their stagnancy. We are here for all. We are here for all. We are here for all. And so we wish to support you, all of you, in your journey. No matter the discomfort, no matter the trials, no matter the things you have done, the things you have said, the things you have seen or experienced, you are not broken. You are not lost. You are always safe. You cannot be born and you cannot die because you are eternal. And yet the experience of birth and death is inherent in life, in each moment. We are coming with a message of great compassion, but also wishing to encourage that which is arising to be understood and seen, to be witnessed, to be held, and to be a part of the totality of self. It will be very hard for those who are trying to compartmentalize, who fracture themselves into further pieces so that they can try to endure the difficulties which they are not used to. But if you understand that what is being felt, what is being seen, what is being endured is a part of a process of awakening, of alignment, of healing, then there can be a softening, a surrender, a trust that there is so much more than this story, this illusion, this momentary experience of humanity. We are with you in this moment of great change, of great transformation, and we love you dearly and deeply. And we are going to continue supporting you, no matter what. Just ask for help. Open your hearts and know that we are here. We are offering an activation today. So we ask you to open your hearts now and yourselves, to open the energetic area near the base chakra where the Kundalini energy arises from, where the coiled serpent, where the dragon energy sits. We ask you to feel a round, ball-like presence, not quite a void, but a container. And allow yourself to experience a stirring within this place in the body, a stirring, a movement, a golden movement. So moving in a circular pattern. It's moving anti-clockwise. Allow yourselves to feel it steadily swirling. We are bringing you codes of light from the universal heart of Mother Earth. As you allow this energy to move and swirl this golden light, we are activating the natural umbilical cord which stretches from Mother Earth, from her universal heart, all the way to this container of light swirling at the base of your spine. Feel the energy growing like minute stars exploding. There is thousands and thousands of energy points bursting to life within this container. Feel this energy expanding and growing as it moves and swirls. And it begins to dance upwards. As it dances upwards, it moves in that circular pattern, but it's like a snake dancing to music. As it coils upwards along the point of your spine, it moves with such grace, purity, and expansivity that you feel the golden light stretching up through your spine, all the way along your spine until it reaches the lower part of your neck, and it begins to envelop your neck all the way up around your neck and under your chin and around the back of your neck. And then it stretches right up through the bottom of your head, the back of the bottom of your head, through the back of your skull, all the way up to the top of your head, where it becomes a pool of golden light. And this pool of golden light is moving in the most beautiful, gentle, golden river. Such gentle swirling movement, but so powerful that it opens up your connection to your highest aspect, your soul self, feeling the beautiful river of truth which now flows down from the star of your highest self, which is residing, as you can imagine, in the space above, and down through your highest aspect pours the great light of Source, of all that is. The universal light of truth. And from the universal light of truth, the starlight of the universe and the great heart of Mother Earth pours forth as well, creating the divine energy of Father, Mother, God, the balance of all that is, and the divine circuit of life, or circle of life, as we feel these energies pour through our crown. And now the energies are flowing upwards and inwards and blending. And as they blend, they swirl and expand and begin to fill the entire body with truth, with fullness, with all that is. Allow yourself to bathe in this light. Allow yourself to feel our presence as we hold you in this prayer. Allow yourself to feel held. Feel held as you allow these energies to settle into every cell in your body. Gently moving your body, your shoulders, your neck, your fingers, swaying from side to side, moving your toes. Gentle movements all over your body, the language of your body just letting you know, and letting this energy know that we are receiving. Know that we are helping you to anchor these energies. Know that you are altering the patterns of your DNA. You are altering yourself at an intrinsic level. Do not be concerned. This is an alignment with the highest path, the highest self, the highest truth. All that changes is as it should be, as it is ordained. Everything that changes is just coming into alignment. It is a natural, organic process. Nothing to be concerned about, only to be celebrated as you welcome and feel the fullness and the expansion of these changes. Now we welcome you to call in the energies of Mother Goddess, Tree of the World, so that you can feel her presence embodying you, her full presence enveloping you. Her roots growing deep, deep into the ground, into the heart of Mother Earth. Her branches stretching up to the heavens. She is also this circle of life. And she helps us now to earth, to feel the fullness of that which we are embodying, and to trust that she's also bringing an initiation. Call in this energy whenever you feel unearthed, unheld, unsure of that which you're experiencing. She will always hold the light of truth in terms of what you are here to do, to witness, to be, and the stillness of that being, even when you do not feel stillness. We invite you to gently open your eyes, to allow the changes to be, to breathe deeply, and to surrender even more fully to what you have received. We thank you for being here today. We thank you for listening. We thank you for allowing us to share with you the truth of that which is and that which is becoming. Whew. I didn't expect there to be an initiation today. What a beautiful gift. I'm apologizing for the interruptions today. As I said, I have just started doing these videos, and these are going to be little hiccups that occur at the start while I try and figure out how to create a quiet and free space for myself for a significant period of time. It's always a challenge, especially when you're a mother. So there was just one more thing I wanted to do, was to pull a card, and I think we have received enough today, but this is just a little bit of guidance in terms of perhaps how we integrate this energy, how we fully embody it, and how we continue to allow ourselves to keep generating this circuit of life, this circuit of truth, and coming back to that state of awareness. Seems like this video is longer than the last one. I wonder why they keep getting longer. Okay, so the card that I have awakened is Two of Earth. The first word that actually came to me, well, obviously that's so significant to what we were experiencing, this beautiful initiation, the roots growing, this feeling of being deeply held within Mother Earth. But it's also this duality. That's what I'm picking up from the fact that there's two creatures here. This duality of creating this circle of life. We are being in the oneness of all that is. We are actualizing ourselves. We are allowing the God self to flow through us. We are being all that is, and in that sense we are unified. But we are doing it through our individualized experience. So there is an importance to it. There is an importance to that. We are here to live that experience. We are here to be individuals who are on a path to non-duality. We're on a path to it, but we are not there yet, and we are still experiencing this journey of individuality, and we must embody that. And not only must we embody that, but we must share it with one another, the truth of it, and support one another and nurture one another into this next experience of life, which is changing, ever changing, and which is ever expanding, and which is becoming something which is much more non-dualistic in nature eventually. But how long it takes for us to get there, and we're all individual in that sense too. Mother Earth is changing, and she is bringing us into that new Earth experience, which is the fluid nature of rivers and light. But before we get there, we need to walk one another home. And whether that means, like me, learning how to do your videos, or just stepping over a threshold, or stepping into beyond a comfort zone, stepping into something that we've known for a long time that we need to do, or we need to embody, or we need to be, or we need to share, or we need to speak, or we need to change. Whatever it is that we've been holding back from, now is the time. Now is the time. There is no more time to wait. Now, the time of transformation and change is here. And so this is an invitation to be brave, to be wild, to drop into that natural expression of self, and to begin the journey of self-love, even if it feels right now like uncomfortable, indifferent, unsure, even if we can't really embrace ourselves in that way yet. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Doing, that's what needs to happen now, is the doing and the sharing and the support of one another as we step beyond these comfort zones and as we allow ourselves to feel all that we are and to be all that we are. So thank you so much for tuning in, anybody who has tuned in. I'm aware that it might take quite a long time for people to discover that I'm here, also because I'm pretty much a technophobe. I barely know how to make these videos, and I definitely don't know how to share them to a wider audience. So if you do come across me and you do find it interesting, please follow, subscribe, and share with anyone you think might be interested. So much love. So much love to you all at this time, from the deepest heart of my soul to you all. Thank you.